Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Look, because of the massive support you guys have been giving me in all the comment sections, telling me that these videos are helping you, we're going to be doing another subscriber gameplay breakdown where I'm basically taking submissions you guys have sent to me. I'm going to analyze your entire game and recommend you guys what you may need to improve on or what you're doing well at and you stick with. Guys, again, the best way to learn this game isn't to watch 40 bombs being dropped. It may be fun, but the best way to learn is to learn from your mistakes and mistakes of other players. And that's exactly what this channel is about. But guys, before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join the Wolf Pack today. We're closing on 35,000 strong. Also, guys, leave a like on the video. Let's get to 500 likes. We've been getting to 400, but just barely. Let's go ahead and knock this one out the park and get to 5. But guys, without further ado, let's dive into the gameplay. All right, here we're spectating White. I'm going to pause the game throughout the match in areas that I need to and explain different situations, why he may be doing something, or what I recommend he do instead. Now, I do love the fact that he's going for the search objective off the dump. I will tell you, people have caught on to the search objectives, so make sure you grab it and you grab it fast. And also, when you do grab it, get ready because there's gonna be a lot of people going for it as well. All right, I like the fact that instead of staying tunnel vision, he heard another parachute and he backed away from the door, allowed the enemy to get in first, and then shot him in the back. That was a good play. A lot of people, when they see the search objective or they see anything, they just get tunnel vision and they want to grab it first. Don't grab it first. Back away a little bit. Kill the people. If they grab it, it's okay. At least you can get that kill. Luckily, he was able to kill him before the enemy did grab the search objective. So we know for sure, if you look at the mini map, we know for sure that there are... Shit, I can't zoom in. But we know for sure there are 2 dots here. This one's already faded, but there's another one here. So you're at least 2 more players within the compound. From this point on, I would go ahead and move out to the search objective. I wouldn't even worry about fighting them. Superstore is very crazy. So I'd rather get my loadout. That's just personal preference. If you want to go on a kill hunt though, guys, he's got an MP7. You could definitely kill these guys on MP7 with no problem. So either decision, just make it your own. It's personal preference again. Me, for one, I would definitely go for the search objective. All right, according to the minimap, one enemy is on the roof on the opposite side of the building. The other one, I believe, is in the compound with him, though. Somewhere around that area, and I think he's aware of it as well. All right, he spots the enemy. He knew he was there. So White's deciding to go ahead and try to get these kills. I like that he distracted the enemy with the smoke. He changes a complete angle, and hopefully he's going to jump down and shoot this asshole in the back. Good outplay. Guys, one thing I will tell you, whether you like it or not, when you're in a gunfight, jump. When you are in a gunfight, make sure you're jumping. That way it makes it harder for the enemy to headshot you. And as you're jumping, if you're going for body shots and you're consistently jumping, guess what happens when you jump? Your crosshair moves from the body to the head. So your chance of getting headshots is even greater. All right, so he sees the other enemy. The enemy is now on ground level. He pops the Deddy to try to sneak up on him. I like that he's clearing out the Superstore. Again, like I said, this is personal preference. He's got a FAL, which is a great weapon. He's got an MP7 as well. His dead silence is faded out, so he needs to be careful making his way to the enemy. The enemy's got a C4. He notices a C4 right there. He's got a throwing knife, and that's it. At this position, I would just open the door. The enemy will panic if he opens the door and blow up the C4. Now, when I say open the door, I mean open the door and back up. That way, the enemy explodes the C4, and then you can rush in through the smoke and fuck him up. I would switch to my MP7. Okay, he didn't fall for the bait. I'd sprint across right now, hopefully just trying to bait the explosion, to be honest. I will legitimately just sprint across to the other side, change my angle, get in the other corner, and then shoot the C4 to explode it. Luckily, the enemy was more impatient than White was and forced his way out. And then White was just waiting there with the FAL. All right, guys, now look, you've cleared out the entire area. You have 10 grand. I would go ahead and make my way to the buy station right now. I would buy my loadout, and I would throw the loadout drop. I can't pull up the map. I'm trying to pull up the map. I would throw the loadout drop at the building that the search objective is at. That way I make my way to not only my loadout, but the search objective, get myself some more money, and then hopefully finish the searches, come back with a UAV and self-res, and then I'm ready to slay out. I like that he's very aware. As he's moving through the map, he's scanning everything. He's not ADSing on it. He's scanning it with his eyes. There's a trophy system on top of the car. Great decision. Makes his way to the search object. Again, whether you want to buy your loadout right now, that's up to you. I definitely probably would have gotten it first and foremost, but he's got a good set of weapons. He's got a FAL and he's got an MP7. You could win the game with that. You don't really need your loadout. Prefer your loadout, but you don't really need it. He's decided to go ahead and hit search objectives first. Instead of making 2 trips to the buy station, he's going to make 1. I understand his thinking. Definitely not against it. Again, preference. You notice that when he gets out of his vehicle, he parks his vehicle next to the buildings instead of just being out in the open and running towards the building. A lot of people bail from their vehicles way too early. He does notice a dead body downstairs, so he's trying to check the rooms and clear the rooms, make sure there's no enemies in this building. All right, so he's got a great position right here. If he wanted to jump out and fight that guy, he could have. He had a bunch of rocks. The enemy had nothing but, well, he had nothing. He was on a hill. So he had a great opportunity to jump out, get the cover, and shoot that asshole in the face. I'm not sure what he's doing right now, to be honest. This guy's vulnerable. This sniper is very vulnerable. I think he's going to try to run him over. You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it, man. Oh, my God. All right, so that guy's dead. This guy's sitting by the trailer. And he is going to go full aggro. I love it, man. Don't let these guys shoot at you and get away with it. Fuck them up. Fight them. Guys, this is a perfect example of what to do, man. You want to engage people. You want to fight. I will say, though, in that situation right there, when this guy started shooting at me, either A, I would have sent it. I would have parked the car against the wall and I would have pushed him with MP7, or once he started backing the vehicle up and started getting shot at again, you got to realize in this position, he's got 5 plates and he's really, he needs to pop them, right? So he needs to get safe and get in better position. So there's a cluster of rocks right here. I would have backed up to and got out the car and started fighting this guy, or I would have backed up all the way to the ridge and fought the enemy from the ridge. And you have a foul versus this guy's LMG. LMG's pretty badass. Who would win? Better hit your shots, but it would have been a way better option than just sitting out in the middle of the street. Judging by the gameplay, I bet you were just changing your mind. Your decision making in that moment just was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You didn't really have a gameplay you wanted to stick with. You thought you had one, you went with your move, then you backed away from it, then you were like, shit, that's not the play, and then you decided, fuck it, we're gonna go back. By that time, he already hit your car enough to where it exploded, and you were basically, or you were done from the get-go. Again, guys, stick with your move. If you full send at the wall, jump out and fight this guy. Don't do the back and forth thing. You see it happen a lot. This is normal. Even for intermediate players, this is normal. If you make a move in your head, go with it, because every second you're changing your mind, this man's making a play. All right, unfortunately, another point I want to make. He had a lot of money. And this goes back to my original plan of what I said I would do, right? I told you guys I would have gone Superstore before starting the search objectives. Why? Because I wanted my loadout just in case something happened. So now you never got your loadout. You can't go back and get your loadout because you didn't have one to get. You're going to miss out on the search objectives, and you lost out on all that money you just collected. All right, so he's falling in, then he realizes he has a free loadout drop, so he's going to land right on it. I love this. That means he's aware of his, at least the commentator, or he's aware of the map. Now he's got his loadout. So everything I've just been talking about is now null and void because he was able to get his shit back, you know? There's an enemy on him right now to the 30. This poor bastard never stood a chance. Good shit. All right, look, you're on the edge of the map. You need to get downtown. You need to do it fast. There's a sniper looking at you right now. You've got to contest him and get that vehicle. There's going to be really no other way you're going to get it without getting sniped in the face. I like that he's changing his angle, going to the right-hand side. He's over peeking it, in my opinion, a little too much because I don't think the enemy is going to be crossing there. Why would the enemy push the titties when he's got to get safe? Both of you guys, y'all should be looking at this vehicle right now. So I wouldn't have over peeked that way. I was pretty sure he was still in the same position, probably reloading or just not ADS'd. All right, so now we have this guy right here shooting at this guy. This would be a perfect opportunity to change your position completely. These two guys are in a fight. This guy right here on minimap has no one he could possibly be shooting at except for the guy shooting at you. Why? Because he's inside of the building. He's inside this little shack right here. I know because I play this game a lot. There's a shack right here, and he's sitting inside the shack. There's a window. He's shooting this way. He can't see anything other than this area right here. So because they're engaged with each other, I would just bail out or reposition or even get to these rocks and get both the kills. Use their fight as an opportunity. You could push that enemy if you want, but then you push yourself to the edge of the circle You may kill that guy, but then you still have to worry about Dick Farm Done over there with the sniper sitting behind the rocks. There's the shack right there he was sitting in. All right, so I don't know if you saw that or not, but the enemy, the sniper, did get on the vehicle and bail out. So now you can think to yourself, okay, now it's just a 1v1. This guy may have killed him. We don't know, but you can rest assured that this guy, you're safe from the sniper. Sniper fucked off. Now it's a 1v1 fight. All right, White is going to go ahead and make his way to the next vehicle. I like it. Now you gotta be very careful going to this vehicle right here because people love camping the edge of the storm in this compound. This compound is a fan favorite. I would say it's probably one of the hottest compounds to land at. The fuck just happened? Yo. Learn something new every day. Guy shouldn't wear a seatbelt. I don't understand how the hell he's mad. He's big mad. I'd be big mad. That's oh my god, that's jacked up, dude. Alright, so you know for sure this vehicle that he just saw that's right here on the mini map and it's right in front of him is not a spawn. Vehicles don't spawn right there. So there's gotta be a guy close by. A lot of players have a habit to where they're in a vehicle and they're trying to make a decision. They freeze up, they sit still. Guys, when you're in a vehicle, don't stop moving for a single second. There's a player in the building. Try to avoid putting scopes in your SMGs, guys. You see people do it, but it's not a good move at all. It's not a good move at all. You don't want to have a scope on your close range and then have an iron-sighted long range. That just doesn't make sense in my head. All right, so that guy killed him. He's still there. Just peek out, look down, and shoot him in the face. Boom, he's dead. Now you got another guy. Remember, he's just fighting somebody. He's right under you. There's still an enemy nearby. Definitely not pick that up. There's really no reason to pick that up in solos unless you're absolutely fucking broke and you've got to get money for something. Now we don't know if the guy he just killed the other player. I don't think he did. Oh yeah, he did. There's his body right there in the bush. JK. All right, there's a lot of money right there. Go ahead and stock up the money and get my ass to a buy station, get a UAV up because I'm downtown, and then dip the hell out. Grabs the trophy system, throws the trophy system on the vehicle. Does not throw the trophy system on the vehicle, but just gets in the vehicle instead. This vehicle's fucking shot, boy. There we go. Switching the vehicle up. Guys, when you get in a vehicle, make sure you pay attention to how much... Ooh, that was close. Make sure you pay attention to how much health that vehicle has. He swapped, and he almost got killed, but he was able to get out before the C4 hit him, so good shit. I like it. He's dipping back, getting himself safe. Guys, look. When circle rotates out of downtown, leave downtown immediately. Again, when it comes to rotating circles, when to rotate, when to bail out, when to stay, the situation changes with every circle. If the circle ever moves out of downtown area, always bail out of downtown as soon as it shifts. You want to go ahead and get safe and get a nice little gatekeep building before downtown pushes out, because you can catch all these bastards running across this wide ass open ravine. Right here, another example of sitting still too long. Yes, he had a trophy system. But if I was the enemy shooting at him, I wouldn't even shot the rocket launcher. I would have just blazed him down with an M4 or whatever gun I had and got the headshot and knocked him out of the vehicle. Just because you have a trophy system, guys, doesn't make you invulnerable. All right. If that would have been me, if I would have been the enemy, I would have killed him right off the bat. Before he even realized I was there, I would have shot him in the face. All right, so we're in a position. We got 11 grand. We've got 11 grand, and we're on the edge of the map. I'm not against the edge of the map, but there's not much cover. There's not much you're gonna be able to do either. You have an M4. An M4 is a great gun, but there's really not good range on it. You're in an area where I'd prefer to have a sniper. I'd prefer to have a Grawl. I'd prefer to have a Bruin, but the M4 would not be my weapon of choice in this area by any stretch of the imagination. No one's gonna push close enough to you because they see your vehicle there. If someone does push you, it's going to be with another vehicle, and they're going to jump out and try to 1v1 you. All right, so he gets back in the car and he dips out. A little bit of waste of time. Again, I'd be making my way to buy station, which is exactly where he's going right now. Remember in your head, we just saw the deuce and a half. We just saw Big Bertha drive her happy ass this way as well. So they could have been making the same play. So be on the lookout for Big Bertha. Also, guys, when you're driving or you're walking or you're just playing in general, pay attention to the mini map. Notice where vehicles are parked. Think to yourself if they're spawn or not. If they're not a spawn, just realize there's probably an enemy close to that building. All right, this right here, again, sitting there baiting for a rocket or C4. I understand what you're doing, but as you progress, because you're a good player, so as you progress your KD and you get teamed up against people with like 2, 3, 6 KDs, that's gonna f you. That's gonna f you hard. I don't even throw C4 at vehicles half the time. I just shoot them out of it now, honestly. All right, this guy is just sitting on the roof. Get out, instantly shoot him. Don't even give him an opportunity. I would have got out off the get. I wouldn't wasted a single second seeing what he's going to do. I would have just jumped out and shot at him. Again, an area like this is made more for snipers, Gauras and Bruins than anything. Anything with real range. The M4 and the MP5 is not really what you want for this area. You've got a UAV. You've also got circle favor, which is awesome. But again, just because you have circle favor doesn't mean it's a good spot. I wouldn't be sitting here because if there's a sniper out there anywhere, you're very vulnerable to getting headshot, especially like this. Lean peeking out in the open like this is very dangerous. All right, there's a vehicle coming towards him right now. It was on the mini map, but it's not on the big map. There it is. He's coming up right behind him. I would dip out. Guys, pay attention to the map, man. Make sure you're always looking at the map. This guy knows he's there. This guy's about to jump off the vehicle. Oh my God, he did it. Oh, woo! Yo, what a weave, fam. What a weave. All right, it worked out, but that was very dangerous. So when you're in your map or in general, just running through the game, always be aware of your map. Always be aware of your mini map. I like that he had his map pulled up. Utilize the big map more and more, guys. If you watch me play this game, you'll see me pull up my map at least 30 times a game, at least. So I like that he was in his map. However, once you gotta pay attention to everything moving around. You gotta pay attention to all the moving parts. There's a vehicle coming. I saw it way before he saw it. He got real lucky he didn't get splatted. I don't know how he didn't get splatted, but he got lucky. All right, so we've got another trophy assist on the car. He's gonna make a play. I would go ahead right this second and pop a UAV. If you're gonna make a play to push a target, at least you might not be pushing a target, but if he ends up pushing compounds to get some kills, pop a UAV before you get in the vehicle and then drive over there. That way, as you're driving, the UAV tells you where people are at, and then you can just jump out on them and kill them instead of just running by, jumping out, popping UAV, and getting shot in the head. All right, this guy's right here sitting behind the tree. I'd get out of the vehicle by a tree. Got out of the vehicle in the middle of the open. I would have got out of the vehicle earlier by a tree, by a rock. I like how he's bouncing from cover to cover. Good play on his part. I wouldn't really waste UAV in this situation, so I'm not against him not wasting his UAV. Very good kill. Very good kill. He was able to save the UAV, get the kill. He's now rocking 11 kills. All right, so if you look at the circle right now, he has to get safe. He's got to move in. I would definitely move in with the edge of the circle in this position. I wish he'd pull the map up so I can show you guys. But in this position, I would push up to the building, get safe. All right. Right now, based on where the heartbeat is, remember, it's Endgame, so people are coming back from the gulag. You got a heartbeat sensor, but no one's out here. So in my head, I'd initially think he's flying in above you. But we didn't get enemy inbound alert message, so I don't really know. So let's see what happens. Enemy dropping into the AO. There, enemy dropping the AO. He's around here somewhere. Heard his parachute. This is a very sketchy part right here. Like, I don't like when people drop in by me and I don't know where they're at. In this position, I would probably sit behind the rock and just do a scan behind me with the heartbeat sensor. He does spot the enemy and get the kill. Now you have 11 enemies left. He's going to make his way out in the open. There's a vehicle to his right and there's a vehicle in front of him. I wouldn't shoot at nobody. I'd let them do whatever the fuck they're going to do and get safe. Why? Because if you look, this guy and one vehicle is already at a compound. This guy is probably going to grab another compound. So now if you shot at, well, you didn't shoot at the truck. We shot at this guy, so he knows you're there. Don't reveal your position if you've got to move safe, especially if they're driving on a vehicle. If you can't guarantee the kill, don't even let them know you're there. I always tell you guys to fight as many enemies as you can. However, you got to get safe and you're in a bad position, which you kind of are because it's a little bit wide open, I would just keep myself as peaceful as possible until I'm safe. I wouldn't get in a vehicle at this point. You're just going to put yourself in a vulnerable position. I think he's trying to bait shots. I think. Again, if you're in a good lobby, if you're in a decent lobby, baiting shots is going to be a real pain in the ass because you're going to get shot in the head. Now notice, this is the building I would want right here. If you look at the map, this building, and this building are the only three with multiple stories. Why wouldn't I want this one? Because the next circle is not going to land on this because it's already on the edge, right? Half the building's already knocked out. So the circle is not going to rotate that way. At least it shouldn't. Same thing with this building. Half this building's out too. So I don't think the circle's going to rotate this way. The circle will rotate somewhere probably in this vicinity, leaving this building one of the last 2 stories that's safe. So I'd want this building. Now, because I want this building, I know in my head there's an enemy here. How do I know that? Right there. There's a vehicle. That's not a spawn. It's parked up against the building. Get ready to fight. Get ready to fight. Holy shit. All right, he drives up. Good shit. A lot of people in that situation would just jump out and try to shoot him, but you got to remember C4. That shit hurts. So he drives up to the next compound, waits for him to peek, and then runs him over. You dirty. All right, so now you're in a situation. 10 enemies left. It's a pretty small circle for 10 enemies, and it's pretty wide open. You've got $23,000. This is a risk versus reward type of thing. Do you buy or do you not buy? Well, let's think about it for a second, right? We know where 2 enemies are at because they're lit up on the map driving vehicles around, right? So that's 2 of them. So now you need to account for 8 other players. That's a small circle. Remember, this is one of 3 houses that have multiple stories that's safe at this point. So there's probably someone here. Would I buy in this position? Yeah, I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. Newer players, guys, if you're trying to learn, I would not push this. Say fuck that $20,000. There's only 10 enemies left. Play your life. What's the better play? It really just depends on who's on the map. There really is no guaranteed go for it. That's the better play. There really isn't. Because there could be a guy here, it could be a guy here, there could be a guy here. You could literally go there and instantly fucking die. Or there could be nobody there. And if you decide not to buy, you've missed out on a perfect opportunity. Not to mention pop your plates before you get in the vehicle too. So now we have enemy UAV encounter. I would pop my UAV. I would pop my UAV right this second. This guy's going for the buy station. Ballsy move. This is exactly probably what I would do. There's a sniper looking at him. There's a sniper looking at him. Oh, daddy, don't get in the car. Fuck that car. All right, close the door. Get safe. This guy is now there. Okay, there's 4 enemies. So there's someone over here because that's where the cluster's coming from. So there's someone over here launching a cluster at him. There's a sniper over here. There's this dickhead that's just driving in a circle. So you got 3 enemies by you. Good play not going for that buy station. If that sniper would have fucked you up. And this goes back to what building I decided I wanted. I wanted that building. Once you got that kill, bro, take that building. That's the best one. If you notice, that vehicle even pulled up to that building. This is just a better spot to get. You want to be able to have a 2nd story building so you can peek the windows, and then have like a little spot to camp. It's only one way up. Staircase, right? Just watch the staircase and watch the windows. You're good to go. So he's actually in probably one of the worst positions in this game. Being in these little shacks, either that blue one that this guy's in or the ones White's sitting in right now, is a very dangerous thing because there's not much cover. If you get shot at, you can't really work a bunch of windows and doorways. If someone pushes you, you're just kind of stuck. Not to mention now he's got to move into the next circle. And what did I say, guys? What did I say? Where the circle was going to go? How did I know? I didn't watch this beforehand. It's just process of elimination. The 2-story building that I claim I wanted, again, look where it's at. It's safe. This is exactly where I would have gone. So now you're in a position where you shot this guy. He knows you're there. Look at your heartbeat. This guy right here knows you're there. This guy right here definitely knows you're there. So you're going to have to move to safety while getting shot at 2 people. You're in a rock and a hard place. You're in a very tough position right now. So in this position, if you look at it, this guy's got the 1-up on you because you have to worry about 2 targets. If it was a 1v1 fight, it's a whole different story. But because it's a 1v2, you got to look at the circle. Look at this guy. He's already on the edge of the circle. Let the circle push him out. By the time this guy has to get pushed out, he's going to run in the open. You're still safe. The circle's not going to hit you for at least, I'd say, 10 seconds, right? This guy's going to get pushed out almost immediately. So I would wait here, wait for that timer to hit 0, wait for the circle to start pushing him out. As soon as he gets pushed out and feels uncomfortable, blaze his ass down. And then it's a 1v1 fight with you and the guy in the building. Assuming no one else is around. Now, there's 6 people left, right? You, this guy, and the guy over here. So there's 3 guys unaccounted for. which means they could be anywhere in this vicinity, right? I don't know if I like this play. I don't hate it. I like the fact you change the position, but you're putting yourself very vulnerable to this entire area. Not to mention the 2-story building. So now you're in a 1v3. This guy knows you're here. This guy knows you're here. This guy can see you in the window. This guy, he might not be able to see you, but I think he can. And then this guy. Have you noticed he got shot from 2 different people? The guy in the window and the guy in the window, right?
Less than 5 remain standing.
Yo, White, thank you for letting me spectate your gameplay, brother. I will say, I think the only thing you really struggle with is decision-making, in my opinion. When you first got killed, when you're in the vehicle, you decided back and forth, back and forth. I saw you drive, reverse, while you're getting shot at. That was one instance. You went to the edge of map, then you left, then you went back, and then you left. And then in-game as well, you picked the wrong building to go to. When it comes to in-game circles, always avoid sheds and small shacks if possible. You already killed the only guy sitting at the building that I preferred. Then you decided to leave that building. I would have laid my happy ass there and camped that one out for sure. But yeah, decision making, and that's just a developed habit, honestly. If you do make a decision, whether it's right or wrong, stick with it. Don't second guess yourself. That's how you died in the first place. So work on that, man. Again, guys, we're all learning together. We're all learning from our mistakes. Please leave the hate comments out of the message section. You guys have been slaying each other left and right. So please chill. We're all here to learn. We're all here to get better. Warzone is a nightmare for everyone. Trust me. So guys, let's all just enjoy this process together and get through it. But y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone. Yo, what's going on? Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the breakdown and the analysis of this match. If you did, make sure you check out some other tips and tricks videos right here. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the link below and leave a big ass thumbs up on the video. Let's get to 500 likes. But guys, until next time, y'all have a good one.